Hey everyone, what is going on and welcome back to the channel. I appreciate you guys clicking on this video. In today's video, I'm going to be featuring Squire's Castle here in Willoughby. This is a very exciting landmark here in the north region of Willoughby, Ohio. So this is an amazing landmark. The castle itself was built in about 1890. This is for a gentleman whose last name was Squire. And the grounds itself was meant to be used for a lot of different things. And unfortunately, he never had a chance to really fulfill his dreams. So it's definitely an interesting piece. It's definitely just sitting here kind of, I guess you could say, wasting away, but the park system, they maintain it to this day. So it's an awesome travel destination for anyone who's coming up into this area. So we're going to check out a lot with this castle here. We're going to see what it has to offer, and let's jump into it, friends. Built in 1890s by Cleveland oil pioneer Furious B. Squire, the castle has enchanted generations of Cleveland Metro Parks visitors. Squire's original plan called for a large country home to be built on the 525 acres and to be named River Farm Estate. The structure you see now was only intended to be the gatekeeper's lodge. Squire used to use the lodge in the early 1900s as a weekend retreat. That's quite interesting. Old boy must have had some money. Much of the castle's exterior was constructed with Euclid bluestone. It was quarried at what is now part of Cleveland Metro Park's Euclid Creek Reservation. Very cool. Definitely an incredible story. So I definitely wanted to check out that information graphic there to kind of get a good understanding of kind of what we're looking at here. The castle itself has a lot of mysterious stories behind it. I know there's a local legend about how the Squire's wife, she actually travels the grounds at night once the place kind of closes down, I guess. So it's kind of an interesting story, a little ghost story there. And we're going to be doing some EVPs here in a future video here. Going to be exploring this and trying to see if we can connect with the spirits, I guess you could say. But for right now, we're going to explore this castle while it's still daylight out. And we're going to see what this castle has to offer. So, okay, we're coming up to the castle right now. It's definitely such a beautiful piece of history here. And the old windows and stuff like that. They put bars over the windows in the new times here, of course. Kind of maintain the integrity of the structure, I guess, but so that's kind of interesting. It's definitely amazing how much labor it could have taken. It's amazing they didn't finish the entire rest of the property, but that's going to quite the sad thing, I guess. But as you can look at the front view here, it's hard to tell. This must have been where the original housing would have been at. It's hard to tell. We're going to have to read some of the plaques and get information to try to figure out and see what area is what of these of the house. Oh, maybe the middle was like a dining section. It's hard for me to really tell. Looks like could be multiple fireplaces. So yeah, definitely a beautiful piece of history, built in the 1890s. From what history is telling me. And this was meant to be the Squire's house, or the gatekeeper's house, for the property. And he was going to build this entire area up. I believe he had 525 acres in total, but he just never had the chance. So I'm not really sure what happened there. He must have either ran out of money or ambition, or one of the two. I'm not too sure. All right. We have some facility rules here, of course. For that. Okay. Okay, here's a good look at the first room off of the right here. As you first enter that gateway, this gives us a good glimpse of the outer courtyard there. Just a beautiful place. My gosh. If history could talk. It's quite amazing what it would say. Let's see if I can turn up. Here's a good view at some of the signs that they have here. The castle today. Squire's Castle is still a favorite place for families to visit. Picnicking, hiking, and enjoying wildflowers are all part of the castle experience. Here's a good map view there. It's a nice placard they have for it, showing the castle itself. The castle as it was. The castle had several bedrooms, living areas, a large kitchen, and a breakfast porch. All the castle rooms had white plaster walls and elegant woodwork. Of course, leaded glass windows as well. There's a fireplace here. The stonework is amazing. It's just an amazing piece of history. There's no doubt about that. Holy cow. They've done a few different improvements and modifications and construction things to ensure that the building itself obviously is sturdy over time, it looks like. Absolutely incredible. Incredible place. Okay, we'll walk across over into this area over here, to the room across. It's a good view there of where we came from. Although it's a little hard because of the exposure. It's a little bright. It's pretty cool up there. Incredible place. So yeah, if any place is haunted, it's definitely this place. Holy cow. This place is amazing. Obviously must have probably been a floor or something, or those must be posts that they fixed to kind of brace the building up. There could have been a floor up there. And if we head up to this area here, we get a good glimpse of, wow, look at that up there. Those rocks are falling, and that's super dangerous up there. See if I can get a good view of that up there. It's hard for me to get a good view of the rocks up there because of the exposure. It's still a little light outside. I've got the camera turned up so we can see a little bit better on this inside area. Just absolutely incredible building. Okay, I think we've got a graphic right here. Little momentum board right here, I guess. Let's see what it says here, if we can get it. After his retirement from Standard Oil in 1909, Squire seldom visited the castle, and in 1922 he sold the property. He and his family toured Europe and then resided in a new country mansion called Cobblestone Garth on Wycliffe's Millionaire Row. Squire also served a term mayor of Wycliffe. In 1925, Cleveland Metro Parks purchased the property, which became part of the North Chagrin Reserve. So, definitely really cool. Here's a better look at the woodwork in this area here. So I'm assuming the woodwork must have been probably added later. Definitely some of it looks a lot newer, but I can't tell if it's a bracing wood or if it's repaired, or it's hard for me to really tell. It's probably the chimney axis there, or any sort of venting for the chimney. Take a look at this side here. Got a lot of people marking initials and all sorts of stuff in this wood up here. It looks like they've added over time. stone windows are just incredible. It's absolutely incredible. The brick was cut out perfectly for the stone, and the stone just fits in there perfectly, and the details are just amazing. Here's another look at all those initials that people have carved into this area over time. I can't imagine. I wonder what this room would have been. There's like stones that stick out from the wall and that type of stuff. This whole room is made out of like makeshift brick, stone, like cement of some sort. Okay. Here's another look at the courtyard area, or what would have been in the front courtyard area. Here we're looking out the back of that same area. Some windows upstairs in that room there, which is quite interesting. I wonder what. Must have been a second floor, like I said, at one point in time. Fireplace is definitely unique. It's different than the other ones, it seems like. Almost everything seems to be a little bit of a different rhyme and reason here. It doesn't seem like a whole lot of anything really matches. So I'm not really sure if a lot of this stuff has been repaired over time or what the deal is there, but it's like people have marked their names on this fireplace here. It's very difficult to see inside. There's not really much going on inside of the fireplace. It's cleaned out. There's no like logs or in there or anything like that. Still left behind. Definitely an incredible building. If this was the Squire's gatekeeper's house, I can't imagine what the primary house was going to look like. And perhaps maybe it's kind of cobbled together because it was going to be the gatekeeper's house, kind of a secondary house, that type of thing. But okay, let's take a quick look at this room off to the side, and then we will have viewed pretty much all of Squire's castle. So that we'll have covered all of the different nooks and crannies and seen everything over here. There's a fireplace in this room too, which is quite incredible because there's 3 or 4 different fireplaces in this entire place, which is amazing. Love to see it, so pretty cool. Definitely quite amazing. There would have probably been like the door or an upper section, maybe stairs would have probably been in this area. It's hard for me to really tell, but something was covered up there at one point in time, which is pretty cool. Here's a closer look at the fireplace itself. Definitely pretty cool. Had a few repairs done over time, but things kind of modernized, I guess you could say, and closed off some things. And here we are on the back side of the building here. We can see kind of that upper window and that second kind of floor up there. And we see the upper part of the tower and castle itself. And the archway. And it really is truly breathtaking. Just an amazing piece of history. I love the modern gutters right here too that they've installed. It's kind of funny. They should have kind of just let it go, I guess, but it would have damaged the structure over time, but you know, I mean, it's more natural without the modern gutters, so it's kind of a shame that they put those there, but it kind of is what it is. It's their project to take care of at this point in time, I guess. Here's more of like a stone fireplace here, at least on the exterior on this one. just woods all around us here, pretty much. There's not really much going on. This is part of, I think, a trail system here for the metro parks. Here we can get a good look at this view here, and those upper windows. It's pretty cool. It's definitely incredible. Here's a view from this side here, which kind of shows this room off to the side, which would have either been like kind of like a mud room, I guess, or that type of thing there, kind of like a side room, I guess, to store stuff, assumably. Wow, just an incredible piece of history. Yeah, truly breathtaking for sure. So there it is, everyone. There's a quick view around Squire's Castle here in Willoughby. It was definitely a fun journey. I loved covering this and seeing a little bit about the history behind the place. Really, just if walls could talk, you know, it's just truly fantastic. Truly a fantastic piece of art, really. So, but yeah, if you guys enjoyed the video, hit that like button. Make sure you guys subscribe. And I'll be bringing you guys more videos. Hopefully you guys enjoy stuff like this. I'm going to be covering abandoned videos, historical places, anything I can as far as adventure and travel and that type of stuff. So hopefully you guys will stay tuned for that. I also have some really good ghost videos coming up for you guys as far as EVPs and that type of stuff. So hopefully you guys will stay tuned for those videos. Now my name is Josh and I'm the Daily Explorer. I appreciate you guys watching this video. Make sure you stay tuned for the next videos and hopefully you guys enjoyed this one. And as always, I'm out.